Hello, my name is Karlis. I work as a teacher in wood design department at the Professional Competence Center SAULES School here in Daugavpils, Latvia. The topic of sustainability and recyclability is relevant today and is currently so broad that we cannot fit it into one video or book, or even in a series of lectures. We can cover only a part of it. So today we will talk about recyclability of wood. This topic might be attractive to us because the recycling of other materials such as plastic, metal, glass, rubber is possible only in industrial amounts in specialized companies. On the other hand, we can work with wood individually and at our homes. Before starting the topic, let me make a small remark. Now everybody, even small children, know that there are many man-made materials that don't biodegrade. They are simply discarded after use. These materials end up in landfill sites, or worse, in the ocean. Did you know there is a floating island of garbage in the Pacific Ocean? And according to US media, its size is the same as the size of Texas. I didn't know how big Texas is, so I compared it to the sizes of countries in Europe. I live in Latvia, so this garbage island is 10 times bigger than my country, the same size as Germany and Poland together. All this waste has a very negative impact on every ecosystem on the planet, and every species, including us, if we keep living in the same wasteful way. Many of these items could be upcycled to improve sustainability. So now, after this brief introduction, we can move directly to our theme and talk about sustainability. When we talk about sustainability of wooden materials, those three words are always on our minds: recycling, upcycling and downcycling. Let's dig into it and make it clear. Recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new materials and objects. It can also prevent the waste of potentially useful materials and consumption of fresh raw materials, reducing energy use, air pollution and water pollution. Now let's pay some attention to this image. While upcycling and downcycling is the same process of recycling, not all recycling is considered equal. When we convert discarded materials into something of equal or greater value, it is upcycled. But when a material or product is downcycled, it is transformed into something of lesser value. What about wood? Wood is recyclable, biodegradable and durable, sometimes lasting for centuries. It can be returned to the earth, so it's very eco-friendly. There is not so big effect on ecosystem if we throw wooden furniture out in landfill sites. Although when we make new furniture, we face different problems, such as energy consumption and amount of waste material. A huge amount of timber waste is generated worldwide during construction, demolition and renovation. The wood waste products from all 28 European countries account for around 50 million tons of wood waste that was produced in 2020. In the USA, approximately 55 million tons in the same year. That is why we are talking about sustainability. If we could somehow recycle our wood waste, we would not have to put as much pressure on our planet's ecosystem. Here we can see different forms of wood waste. All those different types of wood will not be thrown in a landfill, it will be downcycled. As you remember, downcycling is to recycle something in such a way that the resulting product is of a lower value than the original one. Basically, it's easiest recycling type. We can find it quite difficult to collect appropriate pieces of timber to build something useful in an industrial amounts. But it is very easy to chop any wooden waste in small pieces and create something like briquettes. In any case, downcycling is much better than throwing out materials. But as we know, there are many different materials, the basis of which is wood, and only the technologies and substances used in its production differ.
People throw out millions of tons of furniture every year. The amount of furniture sent to landfill has nearly doubled from 35 years ago. That's about the same time IKEA opened its first US store. Now, the company is trying to keep its stuff out of the trash. IKEA plans to make all of its 10,000 products from renewable or recycled materials. And they launched a buyback program in 30 countries. Can IKEA really solve the furniture waste problem it helped create?
Partly yes, but in reality only a small part of furniture is reused without investing additional work. More often it is disposed of due to defects or damages or in pursuit of novelty. As you can see, it is not so easy to sort the materials when we are disposing them. We are faced with the fact that for the purpose of recyclability we may have to separate not only different wooden products, but also such materials as nails, clothes, etc. Fortunately, such technologies exist. Pay attention on how wood materials are industrially purified and divided in appropriate groups to reduce the amount of materials thrown out in environment.
Here we have a standard mix of wood waste. We're going to show you how, in just a few steps, Tomra sorting system can turn this into high purity fractions of recyclable wood. Harnessing the power of X-ray transmission technology, X-Track detects wood materials and removes vast amounts of impurities. X-Tracks offer high throughput sorting of waste wood in small and large grain sizes. It detects wood by measuring the atomic density of material as they speed along the conveyor belt.
Combining our GAIN deep learning technology with our new generation AutoSort goes the extra mile to sort wood by material type. This innovation is a game changer in wood sorting. Let us show you how it works. After X-Track purifies waste wood, the pre-sorted materials are separated by non-processed and processed wood fractions. Any residual contaminants are detected and sorted thanks to our advanced NER sensors. GAIN technology uses artificial neural networks that have been trained by our software engineers to detect different types of wood-based materials.
On the other hand, if we are talking about individual recycling, much more often we mean upcycling by it. Upcycling is when you take a product or material that would be typically thrown away and turn into something useful. In an ideal way, you can create something more useful than before. If we want to upcycle wooden waste in an industrial way, we have to have production plant with regular size leftovers, and we have to receive them regularly. In that case, we could even have pure profit from our entrepreneurship. However, this is not usually economically viable, but it does not mean that we can't recycle or upcycle wooden waste by ourselves, individually. Just because we can't give as much improvement to nature doesn't mean we shouldn't. The more people will do it individually, the more impact it will have on ecosystem. If we use waste material for creating new things or furniture, we shall get many benefits. We shall save money on the purchase of new material, we shall save natural resources and shall not waste energy on preparing these resources. we shall get moral satisfaction from personal investment. Which table do you think will be more valuable to your family? The one that was bought at IKEA or the one that you made from old fence boards that your father made by himself? Using modern techniques and materials, we are able to create art pieces in our homes. All we need is will and imagination. It was a theoretical insight in wood recycling technologies. Now you are welcome to practice and make some products with your own hands from recyclable materials. In the following link you will see 2 videos. One of them will contain the technical process of making bird figure in which an old mason's trowel will be used as the main material. In the second example you will see how environmentally friendly birdhouse can be made from old wooden scraps. By putting a little fantasy into it, we can create house that will have no analogies. So, by reusing with creativity, we can be eco-friendly and our creation will have an individual style. Thank you for your attention.